Hello. Oh, wait, actually. Anyway, here's another intro. I've been like, in my mind, I'm like, do I want my intros to get more chaotic or do I not want them to get more chaotic? Do I want them to just stay at the level of chaotic that they are? And I haven't decided yet. So honestly, I don't know what this intro is gonna be like. Kind of like how we did not even know what the ban list was gonna be like. The ban list. I was really excited. I was super excited. But then I saw everyone hating on it again. Everyone's hating on everything lately. So I saw people hating on the ban list. I saw people hating on people's reaction videos. And then I saw people hating on people's analysis of the ban list and like what it could have been, what it should have been. So I almost didn't even want to make this video, but it's not just me. This time I have two friends to talk about this with me, and we're gonna talk about our reaction. Our reaction in the sense of just like literally what we thought about it. Not necessarily like, oh my god. Oh my god, Becky, look at that list. Not like that. We're just going to talk about our thoughts, like what we thought of it, what could have improved it, should it have even been done, and if they were going to do this no matter what, should they have even called it a ban list? Could it have just been like an update thing? But we'll go over all of that. We'll talk about all of that, answer all those questions, and hopefully you enjoy this. It's probably stuff you've been hearing already from all the other YouTubers, but now you get to hear it from us, and you've never heard it from us because we never even said it until right now. Anyway, the friends that I have are Joyce and Josie, and together they are Joyce. Uh, and I kind of have Harley Quinn hair. I'll never do that again. Joyce and Josie. That's a tongue twister. Josie is actually just starting out with YouTube content, and Joyce is just like a really cool Twitter personality. I want to be her. That's about that. No, she's really cool. Honestly, I'm so glad they both wanted to do this with me, and hopefully you enjoy, and maybe we'll bring up some points you didn't think about, and then you can go talk to your friends about it, and then we'll just start like one big conversation without hating on anyone or hating on anything. Like, let's just talk about it for what it is. And I was gonna make a joke. I know you thought I was gonna make a joke, but I'm not. I'm professional today. Anyway, let's get into the video. I should have my Harley Quinn hammer. Maybe I'll think about it in the outro. You guys deserve it. Okay, you see how much it's blowing my hair? That's about how much the ban list affected us. Alright, I made a joke. Alright, let's go. What do the cool YouTubers do? I'm awkward. All right. Okay, well, thank you both so much for being here. Why don't you give a little introduction? Who you are, how long you've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh, if you do any like streaming content creation. That way we can shout you out. I don't care who goes first.
Oh, I guess I'll do it. So I'm Joyce. I am 17. I am from England. I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for like 2.5 years or something because my friends got me into it because they're all evil people. And I don't do any streaming really, but I mostly just shitpost on my Twitter account. Uh, at the Lego Moses because I'm very cool. I like Yu-Gi-Oh! I've been playing I like it for the combo element mostly. I like doing lots of things. and Yu-Gi-Oh is like the card game where you get to do the most things.
Well, I'm Josie. I have been playing since probably October last year, right when Nim's
October
channel
was
got
such a
me
good
into
format.
playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Like got me back into the game at least. And then my Twitter is at Pentapod, I think with an underscore. um, and then I'm gonna start doing YouTube. I'm in the scripting process for one of my videos.
Oh, cool.
It's looking weird, but it should be interesting.
That's exciting. I remember when I used to do scripts for my YouTube videos, but I think I'm too chaotic for it. I can't do it anymore. I know everyone's been clowning on, oh my God, how are people going to react? But honestly, what was your like
It's
first,
format defining.
yeah, like gut reaction, facial
Oh,
reaction, whatever. Like, what did you think when you saw that it was
well,
rethink?
I've got notifications on for the Banlist page. So like I got the notification like the second the Banlist was updated. So I sent it to I think my locals first. And I was just like Banlist and I didn't read it. And then I read it and then I kind of just said, oh no wait, never mind.
Yeah.
I think I was what did I say? I don't remember saying. I think I just said like that's it. That's not really good. Yeah, this is just a joke.
Yeah, I got the Twitter message. That's how I found out about it. And I saw that part of the message was like all they changed were these three things, and I could not imagine that that would actually happen. But I 100% understand why. But it's just I would have liked to see something change.
So I guess I should say my impression. It was probably the same. Well, first I was really excited because I was at work when I saw it. I was on Twitter and all I saw was Banlist because I'm like look back and forth really quickly so they don't know I'm on my phone. Sorry, boss. No. And I was like, oh sweet, let me check it out. And then I saw someone else say LOL Banlist. So I'm like, oh, it's someone lied, it's not out. And then I saw the ban list and I'm like, oh, that's why they said it's a joke. uh, um I mean, honestly, I was surprised they made one, but
No,
because you like it's so hard to explain. Like, people are still playing Yu-Gi-Oh a lot, there's still a meta,
yeah.
but there's no like official sanctioned tournament, so that's why I was like, are they,
I
I don't know.
my friend said Konami forgot what a ban list was. Like I think what they should have done is they should have just like made an announcement and be like, by the way, these cards are off the list. We'll get the real ban list to you next week.
Yeah, that
Because
would have made a little more sense. Like, I don't know how you call it a ban list, but you've not, like, didn't even limit or ban one thing. It's just a list.
Yeah.
there have been formats where like cards have just been limited. Like I think what was it? Like the March 2019 format was like kind of like they did nothing. There was like two limits or something, and that was fine. It wasn't impactful, but it's fine because that like it changed the game a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think
This
you need to, like, necessarily ban a card, but like you said, limit or whatever, at least to try to balance everything. But I don't think they tried to balance anything. They just took some cards off the list because they're like, why not? It's nothing's changed. I don't know. And why
the
those
guys aren't relevant anyway.
and why those three specifically? Do you guys have any theories on why it was those three over everything else?
Yeah.
Well,
I think. Oh, do you want to go?
no, you go first.
Um, I think everyone's pretty much been saying this, but the multi-faker, just because Pukri is coming out pretty soon. So they probably want people to have just full power Altergeist before it comes out. and then they're gonna fix it from there and to see if it's broken. It's probably not gonna be. It'll probably just be really good. The Necros, Dragma's coming out, and they're supposed to do something together. So that's probably why they did Unicore. Canahawk, I have no clue. I don't know if something's coming out for for that support, Ritual Beast support.
That's what I was waiting for.
There's
I'm like,
a,
what's the reasoning for that?
There's a wind charmer retrain that's like it's a wind monster. It discards
there is
itself
that.
to add a wind monster, and it searches the winder fire charmer. Not fire charmer. It searches the winder ritual beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
It's
sense.
like the only viable option.
Obviously, the ban list was not extensive. It was 3 things. I think everyone would have been happier if there was at least more to it. Not necessarily banning something, but at least like taking more off of the ban list. So what do you think could have improved it and at least made the community a little more happy about it instead of just literally laughing at it all day long?
I think the 2 obvious answers are Totally Awesome and ABC. Just because like they never needed to be limited.
Yeah.
I completely forgot they existed.
And then like, yeah. I mean, they probably could have done Tour Guide to 3. Because like at least made it somewhat interesting. But
I heard someone else say that.
Why don't we have Tour Guide?
Okay, so that's what we should take off. But if they were going to ban something, then Josie, what do you think they should have limited or banned?
I mean, again, like with what most people are saying, probably Block Dragon, just because it is.
It's the dragon rule.
The one. It's just the one card that it's not new, as it's not as new as like the new archetypes. So that would be the prime candidate for it.
Mm-hmm.
And even limiting it, if you were to limit it, it wouldn't do much. But
you only play one because it's searchable.
Yeah. I would have liked to see something. Other than that, I mean, Jet Synchron, but I didn't think that was gonna happen. They're definitely not gonna ban Halki Fibrax anytime soon.
No.
Limit the Garnet, it'll be fine. I don't know. I think what should have come off. I think I agree with Totally and ABC. Like I forgot they existed, but they definitely shouldn't be on. With what should come off, like it's. I think like Skullcrabat could come back, but then again, like people have been saying that before. That's like Performer Power is kind of dead as a deck, especially Pendulum. And having like Skullcrabat at 1 doesn't really add as much consistency, especially considering the fact that the end board doesn't even utilize it properly because they're not even gonna bother recurring at like turn 3. So like it's barely worth a search, and it's a normal summon, which Pendulum variants because these are Endymion Pendulum now, because it's the most relevant. The normal summon is like normally a bit more impactful, like Spellman Magician of Prophecy or something. It's a good extender, whereas Skullcrabat doesn't actually do anything apart from Rota, because you only get benefit if you get a Pendulum summon off it, because Performer Pals and Magicians don't really do much on their own, because the Magicians and Endymion don't work well together anyway. So you could get this like the Sagil Skullcrabat with the Endymion, but the one Skullcrabat wouldn't have made Magician viable in this format anyway. I don't think that Pendulum is a problem at all right now.
I don't think so. Shrift would disagree with you because it's the best deck, baby.
It's the best deck.
I told my followers to reply to him telling him that Pendulum's bad.
That's great.
Well, I don't think so either. People, I don't know. There's that one group of people who are like, man, Pendulum so broken, but not in this meta. I really don't think that it is.
They're really fragile.
glass cannons. I'm listening to you guys. I'm just looking at the ban list, like one, like just going down it, just seeing like what
Yeah.
could
Looking
get
at cards, like
taken off.
we should get grass back for a format. We should get grass back in, Eldritch.
Grass sweetener.
Grass and Eldritch.
Somebody else was saying that too. I think that'd be
I
funny.
was joking.
That's a meme,
Where's
yeah.
No, I legitimately heard somebody say that, and I thought that was hilarious. And I'd love to see it happen just for one time,
He's
just to
going
see
to
what
be
would
the
happen.
person to say that Maxi should come back.
So I was thinking about it, like I am delusional. I was like, you know what if they did give me Tiger at 1? I would love it. Because that I honestly don't know why they just like nixed it and like no Tiger, because they
It
knew
was alive for
Eldritch.
like 3 formats.
Yeah, well, they knew like Eldritch was coming out. They knew Emancipator was coming out. Like they knew that it really would not be broken. At least like get it to 1, you know. So in my heart, I'm like, maybe they'll like bring it back. Who knows? Yeah, well, that was my delusional want. I knew it was delusional. I was like, no way are they gonna do it, but you know, maybe they might. Josie, I heard someone else say too, they're like bring tour guide to 3. I mean, like I say, I'll probably keep saying it in this meta. Things like that I think are allowable because everything is kind of crazy right now. I almost want to be like
Sears on there too.
devil's advocate. Like, do you think? Well, this would probably just be for a meme too, but could you imagine instant fusion at 2?
Yeah, I mean, who cares? Like, the reason it's only at 1 because of Master of 5, but like Master of 5 isn't even really taking advantage of fusion decks anyway. And like instant fusion at 1 or 2 wouldn't matter because it's only really being used for like Verte Anaconda, like 60% of the time I'd say. Like instant fusion at 1 is just not worth playing. At 2 it might be interesting.
I think for this, I don't think there was anything specifically I was like, let's get off the list. I just wanted it to change the game more than it changed it, because obviously it really didn't. At least limit something in one of these meta decks, like
I thought that Sanguine would get hit.
oh yeah, because on one hand, like I said before, people are still playing Yu-Gi-Oh so much, but none of the tournaments are official. So if they made a ban list addressing that, are they also addressing the unofficial tournaments? So I get why they didn't do it, but at the same time, official or unofficial, it's still the same players, it's still the same community, and they're still going to be frustrated seeing that they think Konami's just ignoring them, I guess. Like, no matter, they do have a good reason, but they're still like, they feel ignored, I think is what it is.
We should just all help Konami that we all live together so that it's safe for us to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And then we tell them that we hosted our own tournaments and then they can take the data from that.
Yeah. It is interesting. Like, to be fair though, like thinking as Konami, like what do you do? This is kind of like unprecedented. Like, when have they ever had to really stop Yu-Gi-Oh? Like in real life Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't know if they've ever had to do it.
That's true. I don't think anyone's really ever had to just stop doing things like on this scale.
Yeah.
Archfingers at 1. They should totally take that off.
Take that office and like bring it to
Infernity
3.
Archfiend. Yeah, bring it to 3. Like, who cares? What do Infernity do?
Honestly, I feel that way too. Like, take things off because no one's really gonna get hurt by it. No one's gonna go out and spend money on singles because you can test everything out online. So why not just make this next 2 months a little crazy and we can all have fun and experiment. And then once, you know, real life Yu-Gi-Oh starts back up, we go back to normal. I think everyone's disappointed, but they don't want to all say they're disappointed, so they're just laughing about it.
Yeah.
I think most people are admitting that they're disappointed because, like, this isn't really a list. Like, the only relevant card that we have there is, like, Faker, because I don't even think, personally, that the Necros Dragon Mirror is the most powerful version. I think the invoked variant was better, like personally, because there's more
Yeah.
synergy with the fusion monsters. Like the Necros, I don't think is relevant. Like Unicorn should have come back like a year ago. Obviously, Canhawk
Yeah.
never really needed to be on the list after after Necros format, because Canhawk just doesn't do anything right now. Like Faker is the only relevant card, and even then, like you don't need 3 copies of it.
So we're not gonna get another list until September then, or like or even maybe who even knows if we'll be playing Yu-Gi-Oh then.
Please, can they just do an emergency list where they drop the actual ban list on us and they just hit all of the big cards?
Yeah, you did bring up a good point where they didn't have to make it like an official, here's the ban list, you guys. They could have just said, this is what we're doing. We've updated it, but the ban list, the real ban list is still on its way, or we need more data. We're working on it or something due to COVID. I just wish there was more. At least, like you said, just make the game interesting or fun while we can have fun. Like, there's really nothing to lose right now, I don't think. Like, on anybody's half. Like, we're not losing any real events. Konami's not really losing anything. There are no events. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it just, at the very least, just addressing that this wasn't really a ban list, just like saying anything about how this is just like what's the word? It's like an appetizer for the full ban list.
It's an errata.
Orders.
Yeah. Just saying anything, I think would have been nice.
So I think the same thing. Like, don't make it unofficial. Here's the ban list. Like you said, they could have either just like given a little update on Twitter. They could have not done anything, or they could have at least taken more cards off, because I don't really think it would have affected much. But more people would have been happy, because these 3 cards, like, I think you only really like them if you're already like interested in those archetypes or want to play those archetypes. But if you free up more things, you make more people happy, so you get more people playing, and if they like it, then you get more people spending money, which is kind of the goal too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't think anyone wants to pick up Altergeist in this format, so like you have to just already love Altergeist. Same with Necros. Like Necro, like remember when Shurk came back? And like so many people like, yay, Necros is good, and then they played it once and then they realized it was still terrible.
Yeah, I never really vibed with that archetype. Altergeist, I just kind of, I don't know. I don't like it very much. For me.
It's too big brain. I never like remember to activate Faker on resolution, so I just lose.
And then Ritual Beast, all I could think about when I saw that was that girl that Farfa made fun of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tier 0 deck. Best deck.
Best deck.
I spent so much money on it, and then they banned it. They completely banned it. That's all I could think about.
2 Ritual Beast cards get hit for one format, and then they brought back the other one.
It was something that wasn't even that serious, but that's literally all I could think about. I'm like, oh, where is she now? Is she gonna come back to Yu-Gi-Oh?
She gonna come back? I need the redemption arc.
Crying tears of joy. I want to see the sequel.
So I'm trying to think.
There's just so many cards that just shouldn't be on the ban list. Like,
yeah.
Right now, anyway.
Yeah, I think even like 6 months ago was a totally different game. So maybe, but like now that it's 2020, it's Master Rule 5. I think that's really the well, obviously that's a huge change. So that's the change that could have gotten a lot of these cards off the list, or at least, more copies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just blows my mind. Like, I still can't believe that this is what people have been making ban list predictions for 2 weeks now, and this is what they got. What do you think about what gold sarcophagus? What do you think about that coming more copies?
I don't think there's any deck that benefits from their cards being banished right now. That's very good. I think if it came back to 3, Thunder could benefit from it, but I don't think the deck would become like more consistent because there's already like Dimensional Shifter, which the deck uses that's just way more powerful because you just get to banish them for free.
Do you want to do like any summary or final thoughts on anything Banlist related? I know we kind of went over, but this will just be like a clearer summary of your thoughts on it. Well, I'll go. I know I said this before, but I think they should have just not done one at all, or taken more cards off. I think those were the better of two choices. Because this 3 is like really nothing. And I honestly sometimes I feel bad for Konami because lately I feel like everyone's been laughing at them. Like they're mad about Toon
Stop
Chaos,
bullying.
mad about this. Remote Duels was a mess. Like the last 3 kind of major things, like they've just been like really wailing on Konami. So I think those 2 things would have been better choices. And who knows, like you said, maybe there will be some kind of emergency ban list, but I don't even want to try to predict anything anymore because who even knows when we're going to like start playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In real life again.
I think that this format should have been, considering the fact that it doesn't really, I think to Konami it doesn't really count. I think there should have been a more experimental format where they bring back some like interesting cards. They don't necessarily put anything like on the list, but they'd like take some cards off maybe. Like it could be stupid to put Rota to 2, but it could also be fun. And like this format won't really have any consequences for the metagame because it technically doesn't exist. So I don't see any harm in bringing back some stupid cards for that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think this would have been a great opportunity just to bring some stuff back, make it funky, see what happens, and then do damage control once people start playing Yu-Gi-Oh again. I think that would have been much better than this. Also, nothing would have been much better than this, but
that's so sad, but so true.
Yeah, like I'm fine with the cards that were taken off, but like why?
You shouldn't have been there.
Yeah, they shouldn't have been there.
If they're gonna take them off, at least take them off with like, relevant cards.
Yeah.
The crazy thing to me too though is like even when we do start playing in real life, like all of this stuff that's been going on online, like I think the meta is gonna be like it'll kind of be the same, but it'll be different because not everybody is going to be able to afford all of these Eldritch and Emancipator cards. So I don't know. It's just so weird to think about. Like I said, you can't even imagine what it's gonna be like when it is in real life. So why not just be crazy while we can?
I'm not excited to go back. Like I was expecting to like return to Yu-Gi-Oh after seeing all the like degenerate decks. Like I wanted to see them gone. I wanted to come back to a healthy format, but no.
I know. But thank you both so much.
Of course.
I know it's really late over there, Joyce, and it was good to like meet you and talk to you because
thank you. You too.
I see you on Twitter all the time. I'm like, wow, she seems so cool. I was surprised she wanted to do it. I'm like, what? She likes me? So, what did you think? Actually, did you even think? Did we do all of the thinking for you? But I want you all to sound off in the comments. Do you agree with anything we said? Do you disagree with anything we said? It's okay to disagree, but you should totally tell us why. That's what YouTube comments are for, right? For you to disagree with girls on the internet. I want to give one more thanks to Josie and one more thanks to Joyce. So, 2 thanks all together. They're really cool. I really hope you're enjoying, you know, me reaching out to other people. So for a while, I've really wanted to start doing videos like this, but I wanted to kind of find my place, and I think my place isn't my place. Like, I feel so comfortable just talking to other girls about the same topics that guys are talking about. Actually, I take it back. Whether you like it or not, we're still gonna keep doing it. Thanks for watching the video. Let us know what you think about the ban list and also what we said. Let me know if you like my crazy hair. I will do it again. Or if you tell me you like it, since I'm a girl, I'll never do it again. So then I guess you should tell me you hate it, and then I'll do it. I'm just kidding. I'm really not like that. Will you please just tell me if you like my hair? Did I miss anything? Oh, Josie's and Joyce's, JJ's, their handles, their ats will be in the description box. Actually, it's more like, you can't see my fingers if I do that. I'm actually really proud of myself because this intro was like not very chaotic at all. Outro. This is an outro. This is an outro. This outro was not very chaotic at all. And I think the intro was just like minimally chaotic. I'll get the hammer.